all you book lover friends out there. I'm Sonia from the Stickney-Forest View Library. Today we are going to talk about coming of age. This is one of my favorite types of books. I don't know if you call it a genre exactly. What is coming of age actually? For those of you who maybe aren't sure, I would say it's a young character who is maturing into adulthood, maturing into kind of a psychologically growing, going through a growth, kind of maybe losing their innocence, maybe experiencing adult things for the first time. So that's coming of age, as opposed to a teen character that stays a teen in that teen mentality. That would be the difference. So these are not really teen books, even though they all have teen characters in them. So I love coming of age. There's so many I could do. So I just picked 3 for now, but I'll probably do some more episodes of coming of age, like part 2, part 3, etc., because I love it so much. So let's get started. This is the first one, The God of Animals by Aryn. This came out in 2007, and when it came out, I just really loved it right away. The character Alice, she has to grow up right away because her dad, she has to help her dad on the ranch. Her older sister runs away with her boyfriend. The mom is depressed and in bed. So Alice is doing all she can to help, and she's at the same time, she takes it upon herself to learn how to ride horses competitively, and she goes to compete, and she has that kind of challenge and triumph in her life. I just think it's great. The writing is great. I wish this author would write more books. She wrote a collection of short stories, but Aryn, when are you going to write another book? So I'm waiting for that. So we have this book here, If This Sounds Good, teenage girl. She also has this kind of teacher crush and all these other things going on. So check this one out. Recommend it. The next one is, I'll do the one that has the boy character. This takes place on an Indian reservation in North Dakota. This is The Roundhouse by Louise Erdrich. And Louise Erdrich is a great writer, and she is part Indian, Native American. And several of her novels have that community in their Native American people. And she writes about the struggles of the community and some of the politics. But this book isn't too political, even though it does deal with crime and the legal system. It's kind of even a thriller, kind of has part mystery, because what happens is the teenage character, Joe, his mom gets attacked, and they don't show that, it's off camera, so it's not violent. She closes off into herself. So the son is trying to, all of a sudden doesn't have his mom, who used to just dote on him and take care of him. He has to deal with that and the anger that he feels against this attacker. And his dad is a lawyer and a judge, and they're trying to get, Joe's trying to figure out who did this. And it turns out halfway through, I don't want to spoil, the mom knows who did it. And Joe and his friends, a bunch of other, a couple other teenage guys he pals around with, they decide they're going to go find this attacker, and they're going to find this guy and do some vigilante stuff and get this guy. So it's a lot of fun to him and his friends. He and his friends are bike riding around the town, and they, get into some stuff. So, but it's kind of deep. The writing is really good. If that sounds good to you, I would pick it up because it's a really good book. So the last book I'm going to talk about today is called Tel de Wolves, I'm Home by Rifka Brunt. This came out in 2012 along with The Roundhouse, and these were both some of my favorite books of that year. This is a coming of age in the 1980s New York City, and the girl's uncle just died her uncle dies from AIDS. This is when AIDS is first breaking out and people don't really understand what that is. And she loved her uncle. He was the only they were two kind of offbeat misfits of the family, kind of artsy types. She really bonded with her uncle, and like now he's gone. So she's lost. She doesn't know, how she's going to get over this. So she reaches out to her uncle's lover, or ex-lover, I guess, because he's dead. And she starts a friendship with him. At the same time, her relationship with her sister is falling apart, and they're both high schoolers. But it's the writing again is so clear and beautiful. You can like really feel what is going on. You're there in the moment. But then there's a lot of life affirming stuff in here too. It's not just sad. I mean, the uncle's dead, but it's not just sad. It turns out good. It's very emotionally charged, is what it says here. So I agree with that. This one was really great. It's really, really good. So I would recommend this. I'd recommend all of these. And please leave comments if you like coming of age. What are some of your favorite coming of age books, or I guess movies, or any kind of coming of age works out there that you like? Let us know, and I'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to the Stickney-Forest View Public Library's YouTube channel. Also, like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The Stickney-Forest View Public Library District, where great things happen.